This black TikToker, yes, that's how she's described. That's not me saying this.
Okay.
She describes herself as a black TikToker.
Okay.
She says white women are one of the most dangerous cults in the U.S. Whiteness is a cult.
Yep.
Did you know that, Dawn? You're in a cult?
Yeah.
Whiteness is in a cult?
Yes.
Whiteness is a cult. This is a response.
Dawn, you suburban moms out there are like the biggest threat to national security.
Right.
This is a response to that video that went viral. It was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you guys saw this. It happened in New York City. There was a white woman who was trying to take one of those city bikes. You know how you can rent those city bikes around the city? And there was a black gentleman on her city bike.
Okay.
And they got into an altercation. She said it was her bike, and then she started screaming at the guy.
Oh, jeez.
Just to like kind of refresh people's memories, or if they didn't see it, this is a little bit of the video of that altercation that happened last week.
Okay.
This is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Please help me.
It's not your bike.
Please help me.
It's not your bike. It's not your bike.
Please help me. Help. Please get off me. Please get off me.
Yo, don't not take it, bro. Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
So she's trying to get on this bike.
Yes.
She's 6 months pregnant, by the way.
Her name's Karen.
Yeah. Well. Let's not. I don't want to jump to that conclusion first because her lawyer says that she had a receipt for the bike. Like this was her bike.
Okay.
And there was another gentleman on it, and she, started this altercation because she just wanted the bike, and he was filming her and not getting off the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not getting the bike.
Help.
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me,
I'm
dude.
not. No,
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone. Do not touch his
Hurting
phone.
your penis. You're
I'm not
hurting
touching
one
you.
more
You
child.
putting your stomach on my hand.
Help.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No.
So it's more visual. If you're watching on YouTube, you can kind of see the video. But it's two black men, and she's a younger white woman.
Now,
and
who do we know who was filming that at the time with
it
the
was
video?
some guy, I
Some
guess,
guy.
who was also there renting these city bikes. And she claims that, by the way, because of this video, she was put on administrative leave.
No, of course.
So
Even though she has the receipt that it was hers, that she
yes,
rented it, or
because apparently it looked to people like it was racist.
oh, of course.
Even though, being a younger woman, it doesn't matter the color.
Mm-hmm.
A young woman in that situation, 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, you heard
and
her say something about my fetus.
And
I think I heard.
and there's some dude on a bike.
Yeah.
Won't get off.
Right.
It's your bike. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're pregnant. Especially it looks like you're outnumbered there. It's her and at least two guys, if not a third, depending on who was filming that. Which I also love, too, this new day and age with technology. And, the benefits of technology are great. Security cameras, footage, to prove your innocence or to prove guilt of somebody. But, like, what's the mindset to automatically start recording things? Have you noticed that how quickly, anytime there's human altercation, the automatic go-to for anybody in that setting
Is to film. Yep.
We're now all like video journalists.
Yes. But again, we talk about this all the time. It's the race issue. If these were 2-3 white dudes,
right,
this would not be an issue.
Or if
That's
they
a
were
good
all black.
point.
But the fact, or if they were all black, very good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If that was a black female, this would not be an issue. Of
course not.
It's the fact of it's 3 black kids, guys. They call them kids. They look like guys to me. 3 black guys and a white female.
Yep.
And the race issue is because she feels, and look, we're not her. We don't know what her situation is. By the way, somebody just pointed this out on YouTube. She's pregnant. Give her the freaking bike.
I know.
What are you doing?
Don't be a scumbag.
Yes.
Right? Now, it also goes to this, well, we got to be in that person's shoes to understand it. This actually goes back to the whole Penny Peely-Neely situation from the suburb with the chokehold. With, they're going to be looking at that reasonableness test.
Yep.
Is it reasonable to assume that an average New Yorker in that situation would have done the same thing? So put yourself in the shoes of that female.
Yep.
If you're a female listening to the show this morning, you're 6 months pregnant, you rented the bike, you have the receipt to prove it's yours, you're outnumbered 3-1, somebody's filming you, and you yell. Is that wrong? I don't think so.
Well, let's ask the only female on the show.
Yes, well, let's ask Daniel.
How
No, Dawn, go right ahead.
How
Floor's
she would have
yours.
reacted to it, to a situation like that.
If I were pregnant, I would walk away from the situation because I don't want to get hurt by these. You know what I mean? That's just it.
Yep.
If there's a confrontation, I'm just evacuating the area.
Yeah.
And calling 911 and saying that, I was ripped off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Let the police deal with it. I wouldn't. I mean, part of this is a little bit of a spectacle and a drama.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, look, she's making it, by screaming help. But
right.
I don't know what else you're supposed to do in that situation. Do you just
walk away?
walk away?
Yeah. You walk away and you can get your money back or get another, whatever's going on. But if I'm pregnant, especially if somebody shoved her to the ground, it could kill her baby,
Right.
or it could greatly
Well, she's at
injure her
fault.
baby.
She's at fault here because she's white. That's period. I mean, that's the point of the story. Because to the point that Greg's trying to make, if she was black or if the men were white, we wouldn't even be talking about
Not
this.
even once
Yeah.
would this be
No.
brought up, because it's not, it doesn't fit the poor white woman and big thug black guys.
Yeah.
But by the way, we don't know what the situation was here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway, this is a long-winded way of me talking about this TikToker who claims that because of this, white women are one of the most dangerous groups in the United States. Yeah.
It's truly amazing to me how fast the narrative changes. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. White women are one of the most dangerous groups in the United States and abroad. At this point, we've pretty much all seen the video of the city bike incident between the black guy and the white woman. The black guy claimed that he bought the bike. The white woman claimed that she bought the bike. It was a tug-of-war match. But notice how white people were laying in wait for some little nugget of information that was going to absolve this white woman of taking accountability for the harm that she
Would the
put
nugget
these
be the
boys in.
receipt that she bought it? I mean, you can claim it's yours, but unless you have the proof that it is, and apparently Greg, you have the story. She had the receipt that shows it's hers.
That's what her lawyer claimed.
But you know what? I'm actually going to take a different approach to this with my answer to this. You know what? Dawn, you defend the white woman. I'm tired of everybody blaming the straight white man for all the issues in this country. It's on you straight white women. You guys are the actual real culprits, not us men, right, Stalker?
Exactly.
Exactly.
But who is recording all of this?
Yeah, it
Somebody
was,
that wants to go do it to get exactly what we're talking about.
and I believe this woman was fired. Either
Okay.
that or put on administrative leave.
The pregnant woman.
The pregnant woman.
Oh, see, that's
for,
awful.
for this video, she was fired
Yeah.
or put on administrative
Of
leave.
course. Yep.
Because it went viral. People claim racism,
Of course.
and that's the end.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think she was a nurse or something.
Mhm.
A little bit more from this genius.
This is a cult,
This
and they
TikToker.
will always come to the defense of their cult members. This evidence that people are now getting on here to push to say that this white woman is innocent actually doesn't prove anything at all. But it does prove the lengths that some of y'all will go to protect white women.
Well, thank you,
it's
Johnny
wild to me how
Cochran.
people still see black people as one of the most violent groups, when actually the most violent among us has the inability to hold their community members accountable for the ways in which they harm other people. You know who you are.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something. What is has anybody ever posted a video on TikTok where they just talk normal? Like, can't you just speak the way you normally would,
No.
as if you weren't on camera?
Nope.
But anywho, so she's guilty of what here? She's guilty of being white and yelling help.
And pregnant.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't violate any rule. She didn't break any law. And if this guy has no right to claim that bike and she's got the receipt, then he would be in the wrong.
Yes.
But, identities matter.